As my own boss, I make a lot of time for San Rocco, but no matter what I have to do, I make time for him. Even if I have to do a work at 2 o'clock in the morning, I do it at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've seen more young people come closer and closer. And by that I mean the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren of the first Italian immigrants. There's something in their memory, whether they realize it or not. It's like a racial memory or something they have. They're drawn to it, but drawn to it because of the way it's presented. Presented by the church alone to know about it because they're not involved with the church. And with our feast, I've tried to advertise it in different ways. The most important, do the most advertising and get the most people to attend. That's number one. Number two, there was always a feast in the street up until 1959. In 1959, there was urban development. That changed the geography of the neighborhood, and they stopped having a feast in the street. But we always had the procession, the mass session, always. So this year I said, okay, let's start with a little bit of something in the street. So we're going to close the street after the procession for 3 hours, and we're going to have food for sale in the church cafeteria, and we're going to have un cantante napolitano, Marcantonio Pizzano. To us, when we think of Italy, we think of the little towns of the south of Italy as they existed 100 years ago. And our lifestyle is like that. I mean, I'm an attorney. My parents were born here. My parents went to college here. But the way I believe, to use Thomas Gambino's book, La Via Vecchia, I believe in la cultura contadina. I mean, that's still a very important part of me, and I don't know how important it is in Italy anymore. It may be getting less important there and more important to us here. But that's always the way. When you leave something, it becomes, you hold on to it even tighter, I think. So that's what we've done. Now, that's not to say that there aren't Italian Americans who don't know anything about this, and if you ask them where did your grandparents come from, they don't know. But I think by and large, Italian Americans do still have a strong feeling for being Italian and things Italian. And I think when it comes to the religion, it's not as there. It's growing. I think people in these I think since 9/11 here, especially in New York, so close to where we're sitting right now. People need to believe in something again, and so they're looking back to, you can look to some other religion, I guess, but a lot of people are looking back to what gave their grandparents and great-grandparents strength. Life here, when these people came, the fondatori della Società San Rocco, when they came, was very, very, very hard. Very, very hard. They lived a lot of, 10, 12 people in 3-room apartments, no bathrooms. They had the bathroom was in the hallway. And then, how many people shared it, 2, 3 families shared. They had a hard life. They worked very, very hard. They died young. Life was very difficult, very precarious. And their faith kept them strong. But that faith wasn't always in line with the church. A lot of this was at odds with the church. Parents and grandparents came from Basilicata, and my father's from Sicily. His grandparents came from Sicily. And when I was in Sicily, I was happy to speak il dialetto siciliano, and a woman got mad at me. No, questa è l'Italia, parla italiano, non dialetto. And I said to her, this is my language, the dialect. Italian I learned in school. And I could read, I could write, and that's great. I love it. It's beautiful, most beautiful language of all. But the dialect is my history. And to lose that is bad. But I realized there, when I got to Italy, I feel so at home here, but it's not home. Here is home. So I'm very proud to be American. I'm very, very proud to be Italian. But I guess we are both, and we kind of belong here, among ourselves. You'll see it on Sunday. We're the happiest when we're with people who share the same ideas and feelings.